Greetings. Greetings. Yes. Yeah, we did a greetings to each and every one out there. Yeah. Time now is what? 2 minutes past 6. No funny tricks.
I say believe people business and mind your own. I say believe people business, leave people business.
Yes, this evening we are going reflection. We are going to look back at 1955 in England.
I say believe people business and mind your own. I say believe people business, leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. You in my way, like a rolling stone, like stick and stone, cannot break your bone. But David killed Goliath with a sling and a stone. Samson killed the Philistine with a donkey jawbone. So leave people business alone.
Yes, churchgoers, listen.
I say believe people business.
But really and truly, it's not the churchgoers, you know. It's the people them that deal with the scriptures. Listen.
I say believe people business and mind your own. I say believe people
And it's hard and fast and rule the way me do what I do. See? So if you fix with it, make your comments, man. Serious thing. Conversation good. Both sides. Opinions.
I say believe people business and mind your own. I say believe people business, leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. You in my way, like a rolling stone, like stick and stone, cannot break your bone. But David killed Goliath with a sling and a stone. Samson killed the Philistine with a donkey jawbone. So leave people business alone. Leave people business. Sandra said, Sona said, and Sona, yes, Sandra said. Sandra said, Sona said, and Sona, yes, Sandra said. Paulette said, Claudette said, and Claudette said, Paulette said. Paulette said, Claudette said, and Claudette said, Paulette said. Whoa, whoa, oh, yeah, why, whoa, yeah, leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. You in my way, like a rolling stone, like stick and stone, cannot break your bone. David killed Goliath with a sling and a stone. Samson killed the Philistine with the donkey jawbone. So leave people business. Leave people your tongue. I say like you're on the street with your mouth going like a bell. And does anything happen, you're the first one to tell. Saying, Sandra said, Sona said, and Sona said, Sandra said. Sandra said, Sona said, and Sona said, Sandra said. Paulette said, Claudette said, and Claudette said, Paulette said. Paulette said, Claudette said, and Claudette said, Paulette said. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. I said for leave people business alone. Sandra said, Sonia said, and Sonia said, Sandra said. Sandra said, Sonia said, and Sonia said, Sandra said. Paulette said, Claudette said, and Claudette said, Paulette said. Paulette said, Claudette said, and Claudette said, Paulette said. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Leave people business alone.
Conservative.
Leave people business and mind your own. You in my way, like a rolling stone, like stick and stone, cannot break your bone. But David killed Goliath with a sling and a stone. Samson killed the Philistine with a donkey jawbone.
We were
Leave
told.
people business alone.
Watch the directive. Listen good enough. Listen carefully.
Who let him loose, Lord?
Mighty man
Who
called
let him
Popo T.
loose, Lord?
We need that now, man. It's cold outside and wet. Listen.
See that the devil broke loose again,
Cho-cho.
corrupting the youth, man, even the daughters them. Why, see that the devil broke loose
Listen to the musical rendition. Lyrics.
and spreading the symptoms even to
We
the
don't play
little
gimmicks out
children.
here. Round here.
Satan is a man who's a cunning little fox. When I catch that fox, I'm gonna lock him in the box.
See what I tell you? Them even orchestrate the speech for the Queen. Them find a way. I told you on Tuesday, and them find a way. So Brexit started. How that happen? Come on, man. These people treat you all as little children.
Who let him loose, Lord?
And guess what? The little children is the one them at primary school. And the children at primary school have intelligence, you know. You think say them fool. Cha.
Who let him loose, Lord?
Coca Tea. Cultural expression with there with you, man.
The devil broke loose again,
Yeah.
corrupting the youth, man, even the daughters them.
Conversation.
See that the devil broke loose again.
Program called Things in Time, Cultural Expression,
And
Mr.
spreading
Best
the
Dede.
symptoms even
Watch
to the
it.
little children.
Slapping.
Satan is a man who's a cunning little fox.
Tell
when
them.
I catch that fox, I'm gonna lock him in the box.
Tell them.
Lock him in the box, then I'll throw away the key in the uttermost part of the Caribbean Sea.
See.
The devil broke loose again. Why, corrupting the youth, man, even the daughters them. See that the devil broke loose again.
Republican, Democrats,
Spreading the
what?
symptoms even to the little
Labour,
children.
Conservative. Aye.
You can see it, can't you feel it in the vibes of the time? Knife and cutlass, violent gun crime.
Teach.
Revelation is revealing, can't you see the sign? Domestic violence is like a pastime.
I'm telling you, domestic.
Boy broke loose again. Boy, corrupting the youth, man, even the daughters them. See that the devil broke loose again. Spreading the symptoms even to the little children. Jah Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. He made I to lie in pastures green. Countess I am with oil. And I cup shall run it over. Satan is a man who's a cunning little fox. Catch that fox, I'm gonna lock him in the box. Lock him in the box, then I'll throw away the key. In the uttermost part of the Caribbean Sea. See that the devil broke loose again. Why, corrupting the youth, man, even the daughters them. Why, say, see that the devil broke loose again. Spreading the symptoms even to the little children. You can see it, can't you feel it in the vibes of the time? Knife and cutlass, violent gun crime. Revelation is revealing, can't you see the sign? Domestic violence is like a pastime. So see that the devil broke loose again. Corrupting the youth, man, even the daughters them. Why, say, see that the devil broke loose again. Spreading the symptoms even to the little children. See that the devil broke loose again. Alright, corrupting the youth, man, even the daughters them. See that the devil broke loose again. Spreading the symptoms even.
As Cocoa Tea continue, man. Warm, sweet.
Easy now, wait now, easy now, wait now. Good times are, take it easy. Easy now, wait now, gotta take it slow. Listen, wait no toto. No song, no sing so. Cause you must realize that's not how Bobo man got disturbed. Man, I say wait little no toto. Not a song, no sing so. So get up, make a move and don't just sit around. Cause you want to go to foreign and you want to make some money and you want to get married and those things get you haunted. So you're gonna go block a shop and you're bound to pick a lock. Sitting out behind your back. Babylon said that you want it, but I man say wait no. Not a song no sing so. Cause you must realize that's not how Bobo man got disturbed. We have done not toto. Not a song no sing so. So get up, make a move and don't just sit around. Whoa. You see you were wrong for implementing certain kind of policy. Ooh. Why did you go around indulging in a criminality?
See?
Well, now the verdict is in. Judge and jury, I said they find you guilty. Cause you're gonna go broke a shop and you're bound to pick a lock. See them now behind your back.
Yeah, VP, it's Cocoa Tea. Yeah, London Coleman.
Cause you want to go to foreign and you want to get some money and you want to get married. And those things get you haunted. But I say wait little not toto. Not a song no sing so. Cause you must realize that's not how Bobo man got disturbed. Ooh, we have done not toto. No song no sing so. So get up, make a move and don't just sit around. Whoa, pretty girls are dazzling you high. See the aeroplane I want to make a fly. Say you want to tell Jamaica goodbye. Whoa, you want to drop out of your eye. But I say wait them not to
Social disturbances, the man called Cocoa Tea.
Cause you must
In your front room.
Bobo man got disturbed.
It's one.
Yes, I say wait them not to
Things in time.
not a song,
Reflection
no sing
evening, Thursday.
so. Take it up, make a move and don't just play a clown.
16 minutes past 7.
Say you
Yeah.
want to go to foreign and you want to make some money and you want to get married and those things get you haunted. So you're gonna go broke a shop and you're bound to pick a lock. See them now behind your back. FBI say that you wanted, but I say we
do things proper.
Not a song you no sing so. Cause you must realize that's not.
Yes, man. Things and times in your front room. Man called Cocoa Tea.
Music for your hot.
It's 93 degrees on the foreign scale, yeah.
I'm telling you, it's hot. Cocoa Tea. In your living room, watch it.
And I'm not joking that anyway you go loud up your gunshot Kingston not joke. And I'm not joking that anyway you go loud up your
It's hot.
gunshot. All they want the DJs them. Stop DJ the gun lyrics them. And all they
Hey,
tell
just
me,
put some
tell me,
nutmeg
sing
in
a
that
man
cocoa.
them.
Yeah.
Stop putting them gunman friend.
Sip.
Them wouldn't stop until the place get hot. We Malik shot jungle a licky but them never stop. Wheel and come again, them never stop until the place get hot. Garden lick shot, matches in a licky but Kingston a chuck. And I know joking that anyway me go loud up your gunshot. All they tell the politicians stop giving the youths them.
Hey, you see how we support our democracy and we support our different set of people constantly. And we lose with life regularly. So what? Pastor, ministers, all these people now get together and say something wrong. Something is wrong. Eh? We small population, you know. But yet still we kill one another fast and quick. Eh? Something is wrong. What kind of understanding is taking place? Eh? What kind of friendship people just keep? What kind of personalities we just look at? What kind of influences we are influenced by? What kind of preferences we have for life? What kind of love we have when we are chat love? Eh? Watch it, man. Serious part. Hot Cocoa Tea.
Music for your hot.
It's 93 degrees on the foreign scale, yeah. The youth them in a Kingston away.
Yo, and the high graders, you want to understand what take place, you know? Because sometimes you smoke in bombs, and next thing you talk about, you smoke skunk, and all kind of thing. Them things that derange your mind, see? Cause problem, friction, me I tell you, medical disturbances.
Music for your hot.
It's 93 degrees on the foreign scale, yeah.
Watch it, it's hot. Cocoa Tea. Things in time, culture expression, me I deal with it. Settle pastor. Scripture. Listen.
Stop DJ the gun lyrics them.
Tell them.
And all they tell the singer man them.
Choo-choo.
Stop boots in them gunman friends.
Speak.
Them wouldn't stop until the place get hot.
Choo-choo.
Malik shot jungle a licky but them
Money.
never stop. Wheel and come again, them never stop until the place get hot. Garden lick shot, matches in a licky but Kingston a
Choo.
chuck. And I know joking that
Jump.
anyway me go loud up your gunshot. All they tell
Independent.
the politicians stop giving the youths them gun. All they tell the politicians
Caribbean.
stop giving the youths them gun.
Commonwealth.
Stop until blood start run. People homeless cause them house burned down. Got no shelter, don't know where to turn.
Immigration.
Things is tough, no money now.
Rush.
One in all the rude boys, put down your gun and come. Let's start some production and make the country start
Manka
run.
Cocoa Tea says it hot.
We're gonna stabilize the dollar.
Tell them.
Don't worry, youths them for Allah.
Choo.
Cocoa Tea you for follow.
Choo.
We do it on the roots and culture.
Every time. Boy.
Kingston hat, and I know joking that anywhere you go, lad, that's what's a gunshot. Kingston hat, chuck, and I know joking that
Press
anywhere
along.
you go, lad, that pure gunshot. Cause me went downtown, figure make a little shot. Gunshot start, pick me up and lay down for me.
What's that?
Out a country, me run
International monetary what?
take a little rest in me hygiene shop, type hat, and I know joking that. Anyway, me go lad, that's what's a gunshot. Kingston a chuck, and I know joking that. Anyway, me go on up your gunshot. Calling all the rude boys, fling down the arms and come.
Cocoa
And
tea.
let us try some production, and we will all have fun. But it hot, and I know you a thing that.
Legislate,
anyway,
man.
me go loud, that be a gunshot. All they want the DJs them. Stop DJ the gun lyrics them.
Sure.
And all they tell the singer man them. Stop pouching them gunman friend.
Warn them.
We stop until the place get hot. Ring my lick shot, jungle a licky, but them never stop cho until the place get hot. Garden lick shot, matches playing licky, but Kingston not. And I know joke thing that anyway me go loud, that's what's a gunshot. Kingston not cho, and I know joke thing that
Worries.
anyway me go loud, that pure gunshot.
What a
Calling
problem.
all the rude boys with them 16 and them Glock. Let us love each other, we are go fling down that. Lord, but it hot, and I know you a thing that all gunshot, we want it to stop.
Man, cause Cocoa tea says it hot, man. I tell you, man, the water must be what? Boiling. So we continue. Cocoa tea. In a rush.
I stand up in the powers of the Most High.
Yeah.
Georgia, Georgia, stand up in the powers of the Most High.
Watch out, chop.
Stand up straight.
In your living room. Plasma TV. Sweet. Yeah.
Stand up straight now, Ethiopians, and fight on down Babylon gate.
Yo, VP. Easy, man. No worries.
They thought that's how it go.
A promotion.
So a lot of them don't touch them too. Never knew that it was a trick.
Yo, how you expect the man them for get Billboard? You know what I mean? Like Lee Perry. How you expect the man them for move up? How you expect the man them for make seal? Come on, man. Let's be sensible.
I stand up in the powers of the Most High. Georgia, Georgia, stand up in the powers of the Most High.
You put them there, I spin them.
Stand up straight, Ethiopians.
Me not leave nothing. I keep coming back, you know. Me not leave nothing. Keep moving forward. I'm a fresh.
Stand up straight now.
Yeah, man. Things and times. That's what we call fresh. Where is it? Mark it good.
They thought that's how it goes.
Eat a food.
So a lot of them don't touch them too.
Cocoa tea. Drink.
Never knew that it was a trick.
What a song.
Babylon was plotting to it.
Chopping.
Babylon start lash them with big stick. Them jump up quick. But through the powers of the Most High Jah, I and I will get over.
Yo, Pastor.
Chant no blood sucking.
You know, see you dancing, you know.
And stand up straight.
Read your scripture and talk to me, man. No feel no way, man. Respect you.
Stand up straight now, Ethiopians, and fight on down Babylon gate. All the people talk Babylon won't cooperate. All them do is just lead the children astray, instigating war and fighting, criticizing without realizing the whole wide world is in a mess. Lord of mercy, the whole wide world
What a song,
is in a
sweetie.
mess.
Chop
What a
it.
stress. Stand up straight, Ethiopians, and fight on down Babylon gate. Stand up straight now, Ethiopians.
Easy VP. Where I work the shift, man.
Babylon to realize this soon. You better stop send man go a moon.
Sin.
This whole world is gonna be a doom. Nothing else but a concrete tomb. If you righteous ways. You hear me? Jah the Almighty will shorten up your days.
Sing.
Come along now and stand up straight. Ethiopians, help I chant down Babylon gate. Stand up straight now. Ethiopians, help I chant down Babylon gate.
What a reflection.
Stand up straight.
Tease them.
Ethiopians, help I chant down Babylon gates now. Stand
Yo,
up
content
straight.
minister, a VP. You understand? Yeah, man. We give them some billboard and give Cocoa Tea and all the artists them a food, see? Yeah, man, them help the youth them. They're not gravelicious. Yo, continue. Man called Colonel Campbell, watch it. Him still no gambling, no? Yes, man.
Nothing don't come easy.
Choo-choo.
Nothing don't come easy.
Everything we have to work for. I'm a mother growing, see?
Life is not a bed of roses. The streets are not paved with gold.
London,
Everything
England,
we want,
gold.
we have to work for.
Disrespect.
Boy, pick up your shovel.
Work,
Pick up your hammer.
work.
You've got to put your shoulder to the wheel. Why? Nothing don't come easy.
Colonel Crucial Campbell
Nothing
says,
don't come easy. Everything I have to work for.
yeah, you think so we don't know the artist then?
Why? Don't get downhearted. Let us get started. Everything we want, we have to work for. Yeah, yeah. Nothing don't come easy. Nothing don't come easy. Everything I have to work for. Why?
Sweet Voice of Crucial Colonel Campbell says, yeah.
Nothing don't come easy. Nothing don't come easy. Everything I have to work for. Why? Life is not a bed of roses. The streets are not paved with gold. Everything we want, we have to work for. Yeah, why? Pick up your shovel and pick up your hammer. You've
A
got to
Thursday
put your
evening.
shoulder to the wheel.
Time card 7:30. London.
Nothing don't come easy. Nothing don't come easy. Everything I have to work for. Why?
Independent.
Life is not a bed of roses. The streets are not paved with gold. Everything we want, we have to work for.
We no follow no fashion. We set trend. Righteousness can't done over here, so right here, round here, proper things.
Don't get downhearted.
Settle pastor.
Let us
You
get
go and like say,
started.
you can't dance,
Everything we
lie
want,
you
we
tell.
have to work for.
And you want to talk to me. Afraid, you afraid.
Nothing don't come easy.
Pick up your Bible, man, and get brave. I am respectful. You better know your book.
Nothing don't come easy.
No tricks.
Nothing don't come easy.
Get brave, man, get brave.
I have to work for. Why? Pick up your shovel.
Yes, pick up your Bible.
Pick up your hammer. You've got to put your shoulders to the wheel.
Where they name John, Tom, or Paul.
Don't
Even
get
Saul.
downhearted. Let us get started. Everything we have.
And you can have Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John back you till. Serious thing.
Nothing don't come easy.
Yeah, man. Even some Muslim, them, you should join them, help them. You understand? I would never disrespect the book. You understand? Yes, Earl 16. Listen, trials and tribulation.
You don't know.
Yeah, you sit down there, Islington. Some of the man them say, wait, how is it that best can go on so? How is it possible that them can just do what them a do and still play some old and new and everything? It's because we're intelligent. And then, yes, just know we are do this, you know. You see? I'm the one that teach the ones that try to do a thing. You understand? But then them lose them way, because them what? Them bad-minded. Watch them. Earl 16. Yes. Don't panic, man. Supersonic.
I've got to stand and fight
Choo-choo.
this tribulation.
Yes.
Vanity.
I wanted the Rockers International Young Artist. Longer time. See? Earl 16.
Searching to find a love that's for the times. I've got to find
Out on the green sleeve.
peace and unity. Yes. I'll be there. You wait and see. I've got to be there. You've got to take it from me. Where there's always trials and crosses. Will I ever overcome this frustration? I just want to find a love that's for the times. I want to be where there's some peace of mind. A love that's for all time. Searching to find, to get over this tribulation.
Tell them. Pastor, called Trial and Crosses, man.
Stand and fight.
Watch the cross.
Gotta find
Every human body. Check it. Stretch your arms out. Not your hand, your arms.
wait and
Your right
see.
arm, your left arm.
Yes, I've got to be
And
there.
then closely have a look.
I've
You know
got
a
to
cross,
know
man.
some unity. Well, why there's always trials and crosses in the way.
Chill.
I wonder if I'll overcome it one day. Stand and fight.
Mighty
this
Rose Radix.
tribulation.
Yeah.
'Cause vanity, it won't gather us up. Help me find,
Flabber Holt.
help me find
Soul
some
Radix.
love.
Listen good, man.
You wanna reach Zion, yeah. I wanna reach
Yo, you see, just let me just tell you, say, if you fire your hand now, you see, say, that you're there in a cross. Yeah? Some people don't understand that, you know. Here what we do with the Republicans now.
More arrests last night, nearly 50 people
Listen.
as tensions remain high in this latest round of protests on the streets of Ferguson.
Listen good, you know. You think, say, we don't understand things? Listen good. Into the jungle. Follow me. See.
Well, it's too long living in the same old life. Yeah, I feel too cold to live, too young to die.
Protesting. Yeah.
Well, you walk the line like it's there to choose.
Follow me into the
Just
jungle.
forget the wins, it's the best to use. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
And I think that turning point was made by the clergy, the activists, the volunteers, and the men and women of law enforcement who partnered together.
You hear that? Set to work. Revolution will be televised. You're listening. See. Follow me into the jungle. And don't get panicked. Yeah.
In the city of lights, in the backstreet balls and the neon nights.
Yo, Chicago, Alabama, New Jersey, what? New York, Harlem.
It's the same religion, just a different name. Won't you follow me?
So what to the Bronx?
Into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle.
And what's happening in
A key
Washington?
step in the Michael Brown shooting death case is set to take place today in Clayton. So is a protest.
Follow me into the jungle.
See?
Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
The pastor is running. He said, oh, those heathen young men, those heathens, disturbing the policies of democracy. Our pillars fight for the freedom of this land. And I say, hallelujah, amen. Media, watch it.
Follow me into the jungle.
Teach.
Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle.
No gimmicks, man.
Follow me into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle.
What I'm saying? Impeachment.
Follow
a gimmick.
me into the jungle.
Yeah. You see? Yeah, man, it's like gimmick. And the pastor them worried. Them same young people, them have no respect for democracy. All the hard work we've done, you damn fool. What you did? Nothing. Subservient. Servitude. Listen. Crucial Frankie Paul. Leave it to me. Speak to them properly, man.
Leave it to me.
Say, and I will do the rest.
I will do the rest.
Say,
Leave it to me. And I will do the rest. So long we've been together.
at that way I say, a long time we just try strive, and different ones come and keep we in the vein of what them believe are perceived to be independence. Then them decide that them are going to run the Commonwealth this and the Commonwealth that, and these institutions is what has holding us back. Who's us though? We're in the diaspora, and we don't seem to understand, or we don't want to understand, that all that our parents and our grandparents, our foreparents have done, then require us to do right and keep the record straight. But what we have done is assimilate it. And because some of us have been gratified through education and through insight, we just gone through this thing where we're comfortable. Comfortable at what? And we're the most despicable set of people, our race of people, on the earth. Not because it's our fault, but because we are now insistent and are hearing and following this nonsense. And well, we know and we can do better. So in some cases, it's the lust for money, the lust for importance, and the feeling that somehow we are nothing unless we're validated by Caucasians. You see a whole heap of people that walk out with a cross and them being. A whole heap of people now getting ready to celebrate and they're in this mood. And then you have the schools them now spending all this money that they would tell you at the beginning of the year and the middle of the year, the beginning and the middle of the year, that them budget is hard done by. Are they having difficulties with them finances? But yet still them can go get presents. Watch what going on, you know. Then go get presents and give to our children. Give to all the children them. So that it institute in a them consciousness, not that Father Christmas, but Christmas is an important thing. And Jesus love you and all these things. The sentiments of all of that sounds good. And that's what holds black people, African people. It sounds good. There's nothing wrong with it, with all the sentiments go. But is it true? This is the thing. Is it true? Is it real? The only real thing about this is some people indoctrinating us, our children, as they did us and they did our parents. And we are helping and supporting this. How is it that other people don't allow these things to happen? Eh? How is it that be the case, that they don't allow these things to happen? Yeah? How is it that is what happens with other races? We're the only one that supports that and allow these things to happen to us. Huh? We don't stand strong and turn around and say, you know what, that can't happen. That should not happen. It's not right. And we're not even vocal enough to speak to our children. To speak to our children readily, to make them understand that that thing is a fallacy. You understand? We don't do that. I was outside some schools today, this afternoon, and the amount of presents that was given out. I mean, I don't know how much them cost, but it was chocolates. And that's the other thing. They're talking a lot about the sweets and sugar. Hey, and it was chocolates. It was Cadbury's. It's either them had a deal with Cadbury's, and there was all these Cadbury's boxes, variant chocolate boxes, and well wrapped and had cards and everything. And you want to see, listen, wallahi, you see the Muslim children just said, no, miss, thank you very much. Give it to someone else. We have Eid. And we do not celebrate Christmas. You know that's going to be a big thing on the agenda now. They don't know that already, but it's a big thing on the agenda now, you know. Because why? Young children, primary school young children is speaking like this, so they're going to want to change that, because they're going to turn around and say that we, the parents, have brainwashed them children, because that's the term they will use. I much prefer to hear my child speak up proper language with no disrespect, you get me, and all that type of nonsense, and just say that we don't do such a thing. So as black people now, their children said, listen, we would like your gift, but we're not permitted to take it because it is not Christmas for us. We can't do that. And we should. And the pastors, them, should support. But they won't. Because, you know, they're theological training and they want them position and so forth. So with us, it's always about retaining and holding on to something. It's never really about the truth. It's never really about justice. It's never really about what is. It's always that I need to hold on to. I need to be with. Hey, why are we like that? Why are we like that? Anybody who, listen, just think about it. What is it that we're going to actually lose? What, friendship? And he's already called us some black something, the racism, the abuse, the bigotry. It hasn't stopped. It ain't gonna stop. The only time it stopped is if them people found the Holy Ghost. And they would have to give the queen a speech, or the queen would have to speak for herself and turn around and say that her nation owes it to the Africans and should all have 1 minute silence, 1 minute, 5 minute silence. True to respect and offering them an apology. But they wouldn't go that far. They wouldn't even consider that thought. So when these children receive these little gifts, these little wrappings, how dare them parents know? If me's the mother new boyfriend come telling that child now when it come home that, where did you get that? And they said, Miss such and such gave out. It's our part of our Christmas present. I said to the child, no, you shouldn't be celebrating any Christmas. The child now is going to be sad. No matter how you try to present your case, the child's going to be sad. Because they've already been charmed. So now we have to work a different method. And no matter which method you come up with, the child's going to be sad. Because that's their gift. That was something that was given to them. And we ain't got nothing to give them. We have nothing to give, but we haven't got something to offer at the time to replace that one. And we're not going to even think like that. So now you make the child sad. We make the child sad. Sad, real sad. And if we don't have no Jeremy rhymes to even show concerning this old Christmas event, what is supposed to be, hey, we lost again. You see? This is how these people have done us. So you're going to Chinese and the Asian, them have them thing. What do they have though? They have their culture. See? Them have them culture. And their children, hey, what's the word? You see, when the mother is bonded to the child and the child bonded to the mother at birth, it's from that period of time, you know, them cultures are already being breathed into them. And them hear foreign, and them go and learn them language along with English. We don't get it, do you? You have to understand what is actually happening around us all the time. And when these people come from certain provinces, sometimes they have to learn our two dialect. In the one language, two dialect. Very important. And this is about communication. And it's about culture. What do we do? What have we been able to do through theological education? We haven't been able to do anything because we don't even know we don't have an institution of our own. So we're so far adrift. And we have navigators, you know, but that refuse to use their navigational skills for us, even for themselves. That's how strange, ridiculous, and hilarious our case is. I mean, I make up what me just say now. The Asian children just turn around and say, no, we celebrate Eid. We cannot do this. So give it to someone else. But thank you very much. And the teachers go, oh, Ahmed, oh, Safa, and so forth. And like, yeah. Because the way that they spoke, it can only touch the sentiment of a human being, whether them angry or... Listen, man, it's just that nature we all have, no matter who we are. And just the way that those children was able to present themselves. The teachers, them a smile or whatever. They did it because there's nothing else they could do. And even if deep down inside of them, their minds, they wanted to oppose them, they couldn't. Just because of the way the young people, the children, them presented themselves and explained themselves. But guess what? The teacher, the school knows this already. So as far as they're concerned, there's no harm in trying. You understand? But we are gullible. Better tell the children, grab it. One less present, may I forget you. Yeah. And if they don't come on with none, you're just angry. You're kind of like, what? They didn't give you nothing. Did they give out any presents? Yes. So why didn't you get any? I don't know. See, that's the way we behave. Not well done. You understand? So it's Africa we should have been invested in. It's African culture and African understanding to what we have inherited through spiritual and how we have been flexing as a people. Because all that we have is what we configured through a period of time. Now to link where we have been and where our ancestors in the Caribbean and so forth, in the diaspora have been, and link ourselves now with our continent, we would have been able to hatch, to give birth, or feed into, or extract from, into our beings, a culture that we are 100% proud of, and a modality that will centralize our faculties. But am I a psychologist? No. Do we need psychologists sometimes? Because to differentiate to an argumentative soul sometimes require such understanding, because we're very, very hard people to give up on Caucasians. And until them wrap them fists round we, or throw we inside them jail, or just abuse us, we not slacken up. Yeah, boy. It's us, you know. It's us I'm talking about, no one else. Listen. And you know, you sit here and say, where you get these things from? You have them too. It's just that you not speak it out. You understand? This has been wrapped up in me for years. You understand? If badness never take Hugh Mandel out and Laxi Castle, you would have hear these things longer time, and you would have hear a different set, and you would have hear them vocalize. I'm telling you. It's just that we can't find that singer. Yeah, I can't find that voice, yeah, that can take Hugh Mandel work to another level. And we thought that we found it, yeah, with Jack Cure, but you know what I mean, there's someone, God knows, there's someone there that must come. Never give up. We will never give up. Yeah, this you take called Egyptian. Listen. Yeah. I'm just trying to show them VP, I know the names.
Yeah. some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So sometimes I think it's peace and safety. It could be your first sudden destruction. Say you wake up this morning, you better give thanks. You don't know if you're gonna live to see tomorrow. Life is much more precious than gold. Yeah, yeah. And if the truth hasn't been told, so I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize.
And then you go down part of the road every morning and you see our parents, elderly, male and female, working on the behalf of Jehovah's Witness. And I'm going to tell you, say, that we're in the end times. Jesus is on his way back. I want to talk, but me just say, you know what? When I go rev me up, I just go get rev up, and then the emotions are going to take over. Because them people hard and fast, what them are part of. And they're just servants. And them do this thing here willingly, and they must stand up for hours on the roadside with flyers and books, and pamphlets and books. Them have book rack now, Them have some technology right now. Because when them a move off, them just push the thing down, it gone into a trolley type of thing, and then just gone. And I'm saying, boy, me want one of them something there now. I don't know if it's exclusive to them, but we must find one, find something similar. Wow. But guess what? Put joke aside. Our grandparents are our parents, because they're middle-aged folks, male and female. They don't have them pull-out stools so they can save them legs. They're standing. They're standing in this weather. Them do it summertime, they do it all year round. I've asked them before, sense of all this criminality and everything, do you all go around by the schools and make that space religious-like and safe, true to your presence? No, they should do it themselves, they say. I said, no, but you spread the word of God. And you should be there to help the generation that's coming, don't you think? No, we're doing our duty is something else. And I'm saying, wow. And there was a nice sister, you know. Yeah. I miss her. I used to look for her a lot. You know what I mean? She looked healthy. You see? Just to offer her not samosa, one of them coffee shops. And I don't drink coffee. You see? And just to get in her brain. And the minute me tell Principal about her to write it, we not see her again yet. But she must have work, because them shifts, yeah, she must be doing a haringey. You understand? I tell you, man, the things that goes on, yeah. Half pint.
Civilization has given to each and every magan. You tell with this, hey, you tell with that. Lord, as if you want us to walk in your trap. Good God, you tell with this, Lord, you tell with that. Lord, as if you want us to walk in your trap. Just like the teaching from your school, trying to make us a fool. Brainwash education for this and that.
Hey, you see this one here? These things in that choreograph, you know. I saw the thing set already, man. Principle wise. See? So we're not playing a foolishness. We stick with the program. No matter how you do, what we do, what you hear, you better listen carefully. And we're not show off. I saw we stop.
Civilization.
Half pint.
Civilization.
It is a full big pint, man. Long time.
Each and every magan. You tell with this, hey, you tell with that. Lord, as if you want us to walk in your trap.
These are artists.
You tell with this, Lord, you tell with that. Lord, as if you want us to walk in your trap. Just like the teaching from your school, trying to make us a fool. Brainwash education for this a nation. Oh man, can't you see? And you know that you are doing the wrong. Hey, you tell with this, hey, you tell with that. Lord, as if you want us to walk in your trap. Boop, pop, you tell with this, hey, you tell with that. Lord, as if you want us to walk in your trap. See the whites, how they all unite. Take a look at the Chinese, how they live in unity. See the Indian and the Arab, they sing their song.
See? Are simple things. Other people, them, would I play something. And everything I said earlier, now synchronized in this one song. You understand? All the different cultures. And what am I going with? Not saying, boy, we are consumer for them, or them are trying to entrap we. No, they're not trying to entrap we. Them are live for them life. It's the British structure that put them on top of we. You understand? And our ignorant ambassadors that hasn't done anything to help us to be able to do for ourselves. You understand? Because we came into this foreign land to do a particular job. You understand? And that was it. And whilst we were here, supported by them and should have been backed by them, nothing was put in place. Nothing was put in place for us. You understand? So anybody who want to turn around and say, yeah, back up the round tree. Why don't you open up a supermarket and all that? Shut your mouth, man, or woman, and try to understand what your parents have done. And if your parents weren't here, then you don't have a say. If you just turn up the other day, you don't have a say. You understand? Come here, deal with 72 years going. You understand? That's what I'm dealing with. When I deal with people who pop up yesterday in the 80s or 90s or even 2000, I'm not dealing with them. I deal with the people who come here and help this country we built after the Second World War. You understand? So don't bother come with your foolish conversation and try to derail, exercise your brain cells. No, don't bother with that. Exercise your brain cells, realizing that these people that you gather around now, because they're your friend or a friend of a friend and everything else, and you just love going to the so-called independent celebration. That's why I run up your face and your face sad. No. We don't need friend like that. We don't need friend like that. Half pint. Don't try to use me. I mean, I try to use nobody.
She wants to live in my home.
Yes.
She wants my money.
Ain't it?
She wants that.
And you have them type of woman them too, you know. But most time, you have the man them like that. It's not the woman them that do the thing, you know. It's the man that turn the woman round and oppress them and abuse them and leave them with total depression. So how can they be good parents? How can they be? Them depressed. You have abused them. No, they don't have the will, the courage or anything. All them have is hostility running through them vein, running through their mind. And then when them look for the child, that them know come from you. And worst of all, if the child resemble you to, oh gosh, man, and it's a boy. Oh, terrible things, Pastor, and you're missing. Hey, you think say the Psalms of David was not David's? Pastor don't write nothing. They don't examine society. They don't see what's taking place. They don't take the pen and the paper. They don't exercise them faculties. They do not. What them do? Them romance themselves. Or seek to do that. When them supposed to be writing, having conversation, looking at shaping the community and empowering people, developing families, helping young ones to structuralize themselves in cohesion manner to bring about a family. You're not doing that. I'm saying it, man. Don't bother telling me I generalize. You're not doing that. You understand? You see, all these artists, them can write these type of song. You think, say, you should not be saying the same thing or writing the same thing? You're a joke. Listen. Now we're going to the politician, them, the police boy, them, and all of them different peoples. You understand? This is what a shepherd I work with the community. You understand? And sometimes the police and all them people there, them are do wrong things. Them need to be brought into book and to check. Society need to run smooth. People them need to be behaving. Laws them need to be upheld. You understand? Not abuse. Listen, man. See?
So don't try to abuse me.
Go on.
Officer, nobody chuck it on a rasta. Why, Jamisa officer, no commentary.
You call our point, big point, man. Serious thing.
Driving on a BMW. Park and come out, never trouble you. All Babylon eyes around me.
Settle detectors. Can we teach?
But officer, nobody chuck it on a rasta. Why, so Mr. Officer, no come interrogate rasta. Oh no, I'm a man with dignity.
Teach.
And I've got my ability, so don't try to abuse me and charge me so innocently. Cause officer, nobody chuck it on a rasta. Why, so Mr. Officer.
See how them tune there? Them tune there was big with young people, you know. All about Brixton, all about Hackney, Stoke Newington, Haringey. Big with young people and they can relate. So them man them go all like Europe. What? Far? Euro. Eh? You understand? Run down shadows, white shadows. You understand? And you're not deal with mystic revelation. Yeah, you forsake your own people, star. When we're not gonna accept that, you sound boy them. You're not sound mean, you're sound boy them. You lost for cause. Listen, continually, half pint.
Now come interrogate Rasta, boy. Officer.
It's a full point now, man.
Officer, nobody chuck it on a Rasta. Why, show me sa officer, now come interrogate Rasta.
See the words there, profound words, you know.
Driving on a BMW, back and come out, never trouble you. All Babylon eyes around me, wondering where I get such luxury. But officer,
Easy Broadwater Farm Massive. Stonebridge. Wilson House and Nielsen.
Say you don't like the style of the way my dress. I know it's a part of your job, but I'm not the man who loot and rob. So, Mr. Officer, nobody chuck it on a Rasta. Why, so Mr. Officer, no come interrogate Rasta. Oh no, I'm a man with dignity, and I've got my ability.
Louis Sham,
Don't try to accuse
New
me
Cross.
and charge me so innocently. Cause officer, nobody chuck it on a Rasta. Why, so Mr. Officer, no come interrogate Rasta. Oh no, officer, I'm a man with dignity.
Settle Ballum.
Don't try to abuse
Clap 'em now, tooting.
Officer, nobody chuck it on a Rasta. Why, Mr. Officer, no come interrogate Rasta. Oh no.
Acton. Yeah, man. Half pint. Yo, we must never forget Lord Coos, you know. Lord Coos, you a wood heap of thing for reggae music. Half pint continuing like Wale. Yeah. Political fiction. Listen.
Hear me now, brother. In the
Full pint, half pint. It is a pint.
Due to political fiction, man a man gone in a different segregation. Due to political fiction, man a man gone in a different segregation. You can't go uptown, me say you can't go downtown. If you slip aside, your blood will run underground. For due to political fiction, Lord, due to political fiction.
Now you see this young man, you know. This young man wasn't in the social science, you know, but him come in and meet it. You understand? He come in and meet it. So to write this song here, to write these lyrics and everything, is what his eyes was able to see. You see what I mean? You see? And the hardship that he come and see and recognize as a young Rasta youth, half pint.
In a this a time, in a this a movement, poor people struggle. Poor people struggle. Victory, victory. Yes, yes, we got to have a victory. Victory, victory for you and me. The people are suffering, the children are crying. When will someone give us an hand? The pressure is getting higher and much stronger, and poor people can't take it longer. Whoa, victory, victory, whoa, yes, we got to have a victory. Whoa, victory, whoa, victory, Lord.
You see how Tipperton young men them? Me have to admire them style when them draw them type of tune there and them young themselves. You understand? At them time, at their time, and at them time, and the music time, and them artists are for them age group what happen? And them boy they leave and run Europe. There's something wrong with you know. Jackie. Jackie. Sweet mind. Go on. Sweet. Pastor. Yeah, that's no man, me know. Your wife will look on you and smile. Cause she see that you still have some moves, eh? Sweet. Yo, you see YouTube I gonna show you see when we going on. So don't worry yourself, cause you're gonna get it tomorrow morning. King Kong. Manuel Road, man.
Morning light, gotta do some work now. So, can we go down the Manuel Road?
To Rockstone.
Hey, can we go down the Manuel Road? We go Rockstone.
Rock them.
Rock them one by one.
Chico.
Rock them 2 by 2. Rock them 3 by 3. Rock them 4 by 4. Finger mash now.
And you see all the young people them have that particular skank, you know, that them work with. You know, no, Pastor. Yeah, man, a particular skank and it nice. When you see young people them just, yeah, but you go to Europe. Listen.
Glory and praises we give unto the Most High. Adonai and Rastafari. Continue our praises, you know. Bless her. Give thanks and blessing the works of our hands, O Jah. From our hands we are.
Don't run past us, stay put.
You've shown us the way to live, sharing love. From your way we shall never stray. Though the tides of life are high, we try our best to live life right. But we know without you we can never get through the trials of the tide. Here we come, oh yes, Jah. Oh yes. Giving up thanks, glory and praise. Here we come, oh yes.
We are praying now, Pastor. We are praying. Listen good, man.
Here we come, oh yes, Jah. Oh yes. Giving up thanks, glory and praise. Here we come, oh yes.
You think a Caucasian gonna help me with this? Listen good, man. Can't relate.
Continue our praises, we give it to the Most High. Well then, we answer, we never lose when we trust in your love. Oh Jah, you give us strength in our life to stand on grounds when the Pharisees and scribes they come around. We block them, yes, with your word, power and sound. Oh Jah, glory and praise we give unto your name, and the meditation of our hearts will be the same, and the word from our mouth will never be vain. Oh Jah, unto your name we give the praise. Here we come, oh yes, Jah. Oh yes, giving up thanks, glory and praise.
See? Now, can you imagine a bunch of people in both Europe relating, or them jumping boat and having some fun and everything. And these are teaching material. It is not gimmick material, you know. This is not punk rock and all these things. You're not working with the culture. Yeah, go and fool it. Hey, what them a swap? What is the exchange here? Nothing. Bunch of euro. A pocket full of euro, a handful of euro. And the fact that you say you travel. You not travel between black people. You not see yourself having responsibility to help educate, culturally educate your own, including your own children. But you not see it like that. And then when you come home back, or you get a phone call that your friend, your good friend, or your own child is in a morgue. Come on, man. It hurts, innit? It must do. And then you start regretting. But what? You use the same euro exchange to go pay a lease in a cemetery. That must hurt bad. That must hurt bad. When you reflect on all of that, you're supposed to sell that sound, man. Get away.
And belly some boss. Hey, I don't like when I like them, but when I like how them are born. When I like the dirty rich, we see them at perform. I don't like when I like them, but when I like how them are born. When I like the dirty rich, we see them at perform. They're giving I a 6 for a 9. The others want to take what's mine.
See? So you want a special? I mean, just do a special there now. They're going to hold it for some boy them head. Listen.
Reaction.
There must be a reaction.
There's a reaction.
Apologize.
Retribution.
Chill.
Judgment from Babylon.
Watch it, man.
Look how many youths in the mark. How many gone down in the cemetery. And how many died.
You see? It hurts, innit? Just now you cuss me and everything. Now you listen to tune and you think so blow hole. How him do that? Yeah? And you spend a bag of money for make a whole heap of noise, but you are the best sound and rare and free. And the other guy are trying the same thing and them no look like you and then ma cuss something in him something and rare and people them spend a whole heap of money and them only hear really and truly 10 tune, 10 rhythms in the 3 hour. And the young people them come out with nothing. Because some of them want some excitement, you know. So that's why them gone to grime and this and that. And every other thing that becomes a part of the Britishness and infiltration and all these things. You understand? And we have lost them. We've lost connection. Because what they're doing and how they speak and everything, we not understand. We can hear it, but we don't understand. And the moods that them get and everything and the different atmosphere and so forth, we're not in it. So we can't even correct them and say, well, here what the thing that you play is good, but the attitude that you want to have with it can't work. Because punk rock came with an attitude. You forgot? Punk rock came with an attitude. And all these other things that them had. Mods and this and that. That come with an attitude. And it wasn't us. We saw that in the young British, what do you call them? Yappies, right? They were intelligent people, but the system wasn't supporting them, so them opposed so many things of the politicians and everything and so forth. And this is how they were. And they were very aggressive with their thing. And they couldn't care how the hell their music sound. It mustn't sound like the general orchestrated music. It had to sound, not music, sound. It had to be something else. And them created that something else. And now our children have done the same thing. And who for fault? It's part of creativity, but who's for fault? When they've diluted themselves, we have allowed our children to be diluted and polluted. It's we. Nobody else. And we do that. You see some Chinese. Luciano.
To every action, there's a reaction. Retribution. Judgment from Babylon. Judgment from Babylon. Look how many youths in the mark. How many gone down in the cemetery. And how many died like a dog. Because of the wrongs of society.
Sing.
Fumbled and a century. We've been facing such brutality. Yeah. But holding on to mankind, who've been treating their own mankind. The Master will judge you in this time. Cause Babylon must apologize.
I'm telling you.
For the wrongs they've done in the Father's eyes. Wicked man must answer to.
I'm telling you.
God of creation for all they do. One by one I know they'll crumble. Jah earth to the humble. Life is for all righteous people. Good is over evil. Though they may build their empire, satisfying their desire.
And it's not hatred that going on, so anybody would just misconceive me. And the hatred. Every nation have to stand firm in one feet, and we are the children of the slave. So how can I go underneath the sheet of the same people that persecuted my ancestors and also made life difficult for my grandparents and my parents, and then exercise them right now not to do good, and then them have to come here to make what? Huh? This society? Come on, man. Yo, son.
Now this one is the original computer style. Versatile, wicked and right, limited to all juvenile. Now you know, so you know star, you know relax. And always mercy. When you're Jamaican, pussy when you're shock out. Canadian, pussy when you're shock out. The New York, pussy when you're shock out. The Kingston, pussy when you spread on. Everything the yards and the Yamuna. Lord, everything in the yards and the Yamuna. Lord, everything in the yards and the Yamuna. Lord, everything in the yards and the Yamuna. And that's why me know say Father God come sooner. Better listen this and live number that take it finna gonna. Me sit down on me house and I watch cartoon. And what's up a man named this a flying got your moona. Say up in the air like a damn gas balloon. You come off a winner when you're looking at the room. Computer fuck. Computer map. Computer robot a fake clean out me room. Computer this. Computer bike. Computer watcher. You have some people them not use them brain boxer. Them use them computer fi do them matter. Me reading at the gain and now me reading up. From JBC for RJR. Computer bus. Computer car. Computer worker. Computer war. Computer mic. Computer guitar. Computer lick you from a near half a phenomenal. But everything in the yards on the Yamona. Lord, everything in the yards on the Yamona. Picnic used to learn them a one time one. Them use them computer and I do them addition. Picnic used to learn them 2 times 2. The computer work out the dark for 2. Picnic used to learn them 3 times 3. The computer work out that already. Picnic used to learn them 4 times 4. Them use them computer, me say more and more. Picnic used to learn them 5 times 5. Them not use them brain, them use them computerized. Picnic used to learn them 6 times 6. Them use them computer, do them mathematics. Picnic used to learn them 7 times 7. Them never stop trying till them reach 11. Picnic used to learn them 8 times 8. Them use them computer and I get them race. Picnic used to learn them 9 times 9. Them use them computer and I work it out fine. Picnic used to learn them 10 times 10. Them use the computer, them not have a problem. Computer fork, computer spoon, computer mapper,
Computer broom,
computer robot,
picking on the broom,
computer this,
computer that,
computer bike, computer watch. You have some people, them use them brain, but feed them, you know, start, come together.
You see, let me just tell you about mad and punk rock and everything, you know. And you see how we do. Come on, man. You have some problem? Listen.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me.
Why?
Don't put your blame on me.
How could you?
Take a look in the mirror. What do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived?
I'm coming at you.
In what you believe. 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
Why?
Don't put your blame on me.
And who?
Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
'Cause why?
Don't put the blame on me.
'Cause why?
Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, and beg for forgiveness for making you cry. For making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me.
Why?
Don't put the blame on me.
Why?
Oh, some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above.
I tell you, the revolution will never be televised. You understand? Things are gonna get sticky, you understand? With this new, this new thing. Yeah, make the queen talk some talk, eh?
Creation. I
Easy, VP. Easy.
Go to Zion.
Cha. Ja. Yo, Val Sanders. You know, say you set best up long time, man. Enough respect, my brethren. English dub master. Yeah, Val Sanders. They're Jamaica Avenue. Yeah, man.
Why them a turn off the sound?
Coco T.
Why them a turn down the sound? Why them a turn down the sound?
Ambassador.
Them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. Oh yo, all we are gonna still a fling it in a dancehall style, all the while. Them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes.
See? True.
Why them a turn off the sound? Why them a turn down the sound?
Sweet Coco T, you're hot, you're back.
Them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. Oh yo, all we are gonna still a fling it in a dancehall style, all the while. Them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. All them a one, we fling it in a dancehall style. Someone got to call commissioner of police.
Yeah.
Come and talk about we are disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
The peace.
I got them a saying.
But look how much war out in the Middle East.
Zin.
And no one knock out, they go tell them to cease.
Ceasefire.
Them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. Oh, all we are gonna still a fling it in a dancehall style, all the while.
I saw we design.
Turn
Man.
down the sound.
I saw we design. See, don't worry yourself.
Now sound and hold pan. And you know say I'm good for test the champion. How we run session. So we in wonder, step up.
Oh yeah, you know my sound is a champion sound. If a sound boy try test us, we gotta throw them down with a nick knock, Polly Wally, gotta kill a sound. We gotta let them know we are the ruling sound.
So I walk to your sound boy. I walk with them. Do you watch out? I walk to your sound boy. I walk with them. Do you know the sound boy over there? So have no selection, but when him a select, him won't pay attention, and him sound it not set up in a good condition. Him a select the sound like say him a madman. Say down a Bellevue, know where him belong.
Yes, I'm speaking the truth, this ain't no lie. If a sound boy test us tonight, they're gonna die with a nick knock, Polly Wally, hear a summer cry. Tonight is the night, we won't give them a blind.
So I walk to your sound boy. I walk with them. Do you watch out? I walk to your sound boy. I walk with them. Do you know me say my zone nice and my zone sweet, and my zone make the people them skank off them feet. The people them respect my zone count.
And I can't go to Europe and play. Listen. Yeah, joke. Bolo.
So gimme Jah. So gimme Jah, whoa, no doubt, whoa. So who make the mountain? Who makes the trees?
Pastor, listen.
Who makes the birds? And who makes the bees? Who makes the sunshine? Who makes the moonshine? Nobody but Jah. Each only walk, each wine. Only Jah can tell, whoa. Nobody could have never made, whoa. He made your nose to smell, boy. Only wicked men will go to well, boy. We'll go to well, so we'll go to well. Who made the mountain? Who made the sea, boy? Who made the rain? And who made the bee?
And then you hear some Caucasian guy go, Rastafari and such and such and such. Your people, them, you lost your path, man. You understand? And then you go tell me, say, what's wrong with that? Which wrong with what? Eh? Damn fool. Listen. What's in Naya Bingy?
I don't have a red cent to pay. I've got my own to reach and I'll reach it one day. 'Cause we were taken away by force, scattered all around the Caribbean coast. Not a cent to pay. Yes, I've got to reach home one day. Yes, it was 400 years ago. They took us from our homeland, as you should know. Yes, with the slave chain still on our hands, they leave us here to work on their plantation. But Naya man say no, not a cent to pay. Yes, I've got to reach home one day. Zion, 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 Zion.
Listen.
Blood, 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 blood and fire. Blood, blood, blood and fire.
Mercy, Lord.
There is no more water to out the fire. There is no more water to out the fire.
Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn, burn, burn.
Blood, 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 blood and fire. Blood, 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 blood and fire.
If I saw,
There is no more water to out the fire. There is no more water to out the fire.
let it burn, let it burn, let it burn, burn, burn.
Judgment has come and mercy has gone. All we caught shall leak out and split up. Judgment has come and mercy has gone. All we caught shall leak out and split up.
Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn, burn, burn.
Blood, blood, blood and fire. Rasta Hill.
Blessed is the pipe that is always light in the house of Jah Rastafari.
Blood, blood, blood and fire.
summer color. Got to tell you about the sun, color, blood on fires I would play. Don't got to tell you about the sun. Don't fire, fire, fire. The fire, Mr. Finnegan. Kill ya. The fire, Mr. Finnegan. Say that you, Mr. Finnegan. Still your bad. So the fire got to burn down there. Yeah, fire, fire, fire. The fire burn down there. Give it up, let it the border. The fire, fire, down there. The fire, Mr. Fire, yo. The fire, fire. The fire. The fire, fire, fire.
There is no more water.
I know.
You have the fire.
The fire, Mr. Fire. The water, fire, fire, fire. Fire! If you burn your with the yacht, Mr. Fire, look at that.
Rastafari.
Don't even when the sun was set.
Blood and fire.
I catch a youth, big youth.
The summer color. Got to tell you about the sun, color, blood on fires I would play. Don't got to tell you about the sun. The fire, fire, fire. The fire, Mr. Finnegan. Kill ya. The fire, Mr. Finnegan.
Mighty 90.
You, Mr. Finnegan.
Observer.
So the fire got to burn down there. Yeah, fire, fire, fire. The fire burn down there. Give it up, let it the border. The fire, fire, down there. The fire, Mr. Fire, yo. The fire, fire. The fire. The fire, fire, fire.
There is no more water.
I know.
You have the fire.
The fire, Mr. Fire. The water, fire, fire, fire. Fire! If you burn your with the yacht, Mr. Fire, look at that. Fire, fire, fire. The fire burns out. The fire burn down there. The fire burn down there. See that dead man stuff is strong. A life man need potato raw. You got to live to live. I never made no fire burn. I know.
And mercy has gone.
We can't feel it, you know. I'm through the blood on fire. Fire, 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 fire. Why? Fire burn them.
Blood and fire.
And if it burn you with the heart, fire, fire, look at that. Fire, the fire. I want a fire, fire, fire. The whole lot of fire down the rooms, I would say. Rastafari, to the fires I was. It's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire, it's a fire. Could I never burn no eyes, I would say.
Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. Every tongue confess. Every tongue confess. Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. The coming of Jah is here. If you have eyes, you will see. If you have ears, you will hear. If you have eyes, you will see. If you have ears, you will hear. Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. The coming of.
Oh, tell me something now. How can Europeans in a Europe, wherever them there, how can them relate to that? Come on, man. You understand? It's gimmick on a gimmick. You leave your people them, leave our people them, and run down vanity. You have no love for humanity again. You just make pretense.
Sunshine.
Somebody say
Rasta, they brutalize their brothers and then say them a Naya, but I know them a warrior. They criticize.
See, and them a jump out. See, last one.
I'm a singer man, singer man. I'm a singer man.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carry me. Thank you, Mama, cause you never trouble me. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carry me. Thank you, Mama, cause you never trouble me. Oh, wait, my mama. Special request to my mother and my father.
Jojo.
Special request to my mother and my father. My mother, my father, because of them makes me on you. And them makes me on you. Thank you, Papa, for the good things you show me. Thank you, Papa, for the good things you show me. I have to be an entertainer. I have to be an entertainer. From when I was 6, I was singing my song. And now I'm a growing man, I'm doing it. I want to be like the great star that ever comes that we see. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carry me. Thank you, Papa, for you never told me. Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carry me. My mother, my father, oh yeah. I love them. I love them. I love them. I praise them. Special request to my mother and my father. Special request to my mother and my father. Cause they makes me on ya. Cause they makes me on ya. I have to be an entertainer. I have to be an entertainer. Special request to my mother and my father. Special request to my mother and my father. Special request to my mother and my father. Oh yeah, them let me on ya.
Yes. Last time I said that we must look and we must listen to the meetings or the conversations, the public addresses that the conservative Enoch Powell gave, and not just let people highlight a sentence. And even though that's important, but once you deal with that hype up people, one of the main things that the man did see, or the system did recognize, was that we became studious in the country. We find them recognize and then realize now that we are registered in colleges and universities too. We improve on ourselves. And that wasn't part of the arrangement. And it was astonishing to them because we did not get any support. No support from that system was given to us. So it was like, oh, them know that. You see? Because remember, the people them see we are savages. Let's not fool ourselves on this, you know. Them just see us as domestic servants and this type of thing. You understand? So them never have no real fear or not even a fear. Them never assess or felt that we are going to try to become business people, try to organize yourself in a way to survive. You understand? That we're just gonna stay dependable on them, which we have turned out to be really. You understand? And that's because when he highlighted it, the Conservative highlighted it, our alleged government and our ambassadors and these set of people did not step in and support us and keep that which we have attempted to do, support with there so we can come out on top. But what happened is, on top of this, as a body, as a community of people, what happened is that those who already make the steps fulfill and did the best they could and fulfill that journey, right? So what we finish up with is a bunch of individuals now, because the collective aspiration is what started the movement. But now to benefit, to show, to have something to show at the end of the journey that kind of help and that maintaining that collective wasn't there. And then there was a policy of what we call today gentrification. Them keep moving us about. Yes. And it's always about housing. Now, if it wasn't a transfer in terms of the railway services or the NHS, and so forth, or the post office, then it was just no accommodation. No accommodation. So soon as we find that we find somewhere that we feel comfortable now, and we try to live, is move, we get move. We get moved from the authorities, and we're already being humbugged by landlords, and we're having eviction notices regularly. This was commonplace, because them keep raising the rent. And when they don't raise the rent, them raise the meter, the amount one have to put into a meter. So them catch you one way or the other. You understand? And this meter is for the electric and the gas. Now, if you don't have money for these things, especially the gas, you're not getting hot water and you can't have bath. And you can't have gas for cooker. You see? So your cooking facility, your water, your hot water, the hot water for the bath, this is not the Caribbean, Hot water and gas to be able to cook, because the fire, nothing is happening. You understand? So these evictions, right? And then we have to learn about tribunals. We have to learn about these things. And none of them things they come easy. People have us walk about the place with suitcases and bags, you know what I mean, with them possessions in, because you have no place. This is England, Yeah. So those people like Lord Pitt, he became a lord. Those people who persevere, because we are pushed ourselves up in government too, You understand? We weren't sitting back here shobeening and all these things, as some people want to show you. You see? So there's no real ambitiousness about us. It just seemed that we just come here, we created a whole heap of problems. The people are hostile against us, but we create a lot of problems for ourselves because we just behave like degenerates. And that wasn't the truth at all. Far, 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 far from the truth, from any truth. You understand? Because we are dignified people. Let that be fully, fully understood by us, because there's some jackasses among us that want to portray something else and then switch to another argument and say, yeah, we're this, we're that, the other. So you can't have it both ways, man. Cannot have it both ways. But they're doing these things to get an audience. So we were studious. We were seeking, using the what Britain had available, but were not encouraging us and pointing us in those directions. But we had faculties. We were able to read. See, we comprehended things. So the auditors or whatever the hell you call them understood, and Enoch Paul was told, because he's a representative of that party. They were told. Same went round to the communities them that were having problems with us in the first place, and helped charge them up. Oh yes, because the audience them that he spoke to were people that wanted to see the back of us, and it just revved them up little more. But him only water it down by saying that we're in the institutions of the country that them never, because what he's trying to do now is paint a picture to the massive that them as conservative did not fuel us, supported us, aided us in what we're doing. So now here come the Labour Party now, jumps in to say that we should be left alone. We should be encouraged, and we have done good things, even great things for the country up to this point. You understand? And that's why a lot of our people that was fed up with this country, with the attitudes, the behaviors and everything, now turn around and smile with them and thought, yeah, we'll give it a go. Continually, we will give it a go. See? Now, some was promised that them can reunite with them partner. So that put a glass in a them. Them can send for them woman. The woman can send for her boyfriend. Because you need to know that we were separated home in coming here. And when you look around at us here and you see what our men were able to do, them restrain themselves, you know. Not the place where they've been full of Brownings. I tell you. So I'm not even laughing at that, you know. But if you don't laugh at it, then you're going to get vexed. You know what I mean? So we have to honor our fathers. We have to honor our mothers. I tell you, our women. And then they had to work very hard. You think it was bank loans they got to send for them partner? Or them boyfriend or girlfriend? No. They had to work hard. Still being brutalized, still being misused. They had to work hard. And that partner helped. A great deal. That helped. A lot of people, thousands of people, not 5, 10, 15 people, thousands of people. That helped. And you talk about £470, so don't let someone tell you some of the foolishness. I tell you. And you should take a visit to East London. You know, take a visit to East London. The West India Dock, the East India Dock, Commercial Road, all the docklands them. And know that was us having to work in these areas, our men folks, along with East Africans, Somalis, and some Ethiopians. Some. You understand? This is England we are chat about, you know. This is London, right? And then you go as far as a place called Canning Town. But when you go up East London now down a commercial road and you come down to the docks, them area there, East India Dock and so forth, Poplar, you still find those houses that there were these little box room for the seamen them. They're still there. You understand? We worked hard here and we were ill-treated. And we had to represent ourselves on numerous occasions in this country. And we were abused racially up to from that time, from them times up to now. And those stop and search SUS laws were put in place on us. We were seen as vagabonds. And we never go around in no gang. And we not go around creating havoc on other people and stealing. No. That never happened. What the men folks had to do is to group up and go out and make sure that the women were safe going back to where they were going to lay their heads when they leave these hospitals sites. The last one I can remember is some African sisters being beaten up down there, Labrador Grove, Portobello Road, and about 150 yards or thereabouts from by the station where underneath the bridge by the station, beaten up badly. I can see that those sisters' faces. And that time, we as young people were supporting grassroots. Grassroots was reporting these incidents. Grassroots was a newspaper and an activist center. They are Shepherd's, Labrador Grove. Yeah, serious thing. But we had a lot of issues, lot of problem. We Caribbean people. And most of the annuals them say West Indians. But we Caribbean people, a lot of problems. From here to Liverpool, and Cardiff, Manchester, Derby, Nottingham, Leeds, as in Bradford, yeah? All these areas, a lot of despicable things have happened. So to look at our existence here, it's a good thing. But who did that? Michael Smith. Michael Smith came from Jamaica and did such a thing. He came here with that intention. He came here with that knowledge, and all he had to do was visit these areas. And he did. And inform us who are here so much about things that happened here and were happening here as well. And made Ciala James realize that there are so many things that he should also not just write about, but make mention so my generation can have that reference and understanding. But he was so caught up with being so English grammar correct which we still understand, but and at that stage anyway, he wasn't mobile. He wasn't very well. He wasn't able. You know, that's C.L.R. James. And there were cemeteries that we could only be buried in this country. And there were emblems that was to be used to show that that is a black person. You know? That bad-looking picture with some red lips. And these things were made visibly known to us by Michael Smith's work. And we were sitting here, living here in England, attending school and college and university. But he came, Rasta youth, and opened up all of this and made this information known to us. Even known to British citizens. The despicable things that they were doing and have done and continued to do to us. So, England owes us a great deal. And we should not be sitting down, running around Europe, masquerading and doing all kind of funny stupidness about we are spread reggae. We have more important things to do. Reggae never beg if it gets spread. Reggae was spread from the time it start playing. You understand? Some people going like them a pioneer to carry reggae to Mars. Anything that was made in reggae, some white dude, some white franchise suggested to some black guys and then run with it. And the people then make themselves popular until them get right into the midst of what belonged to us and then make money and continue to make money. And now them realize, they have realized how powerful and how it is that without this thing, them can change we. So them did what? Them work hard to pollute it. Them work very hard to pollute it. And they have done so. So now, our alleged performers, and we can call them artists yet, them look a certain way. Them create these images, and people are say it's moving with time. No. They're creating all these images. And they degrade our women, our girl children. So once anyone takes a woman and degrade her, or degrade them, what is your reproduction chain? What is your base of your education going to be? The first teacher is a woman, the mother. The loving, tender care, the morals, the ethics and principles comes from the mother. So you pollute the womb that bring forth these children what is it that you will receive? And our elders, sit back and relax because they feel that their house, through statutory employment, and their children are ring-fenced. You fools. Nah. And then you prohibit them from knowing me. Remember them times? You don't want to be with them ragamuffin and them tear-up clothes and them bad talking guys and guys who want to hear that hard reggae. No. Johnny Nash was pleasing. Now you all pretend to tell people that only did love Bob Marley. Whoa, I tell you. And the closest you got to love anything was Toots and the Maytals and Johnny Nash and then Jimmy Cliff. Everything else was barred. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Now the children that you've brought forth me, some of us are radicals, allegedly. And some of us are fully assimilated. And some of us strive to be British. And we lost connection with what is a Caribbean, or should have been an African Caribbean understanding. So you don't dare say Africa, because they're not with that. And this is the social apparatus of England doing social science right here on us. He thinks this Siaga was dangerous. He thinks that he was the only advantageous individual. Come on, man. The science belongs to the Caucasian. He was just one. Now, we don't seem to realize what it is that's influencing us, and worse than that, our children. How is it that black will kill black so readily, so easily? Serious problem. Serious problem. So there's so much black history, Caribbean history, and not just the plantations, but there's a great deal of that. And our contributions in this country and our hard labor in this country and the amount of things that we have attempted to do in this country. You see? The consensus that them developed was to look at that which Enoch Powell recognized, the conservative research body recognized. So they just want to realize how have we positioned ourselves? What are we actually doing with this knowledge, these things that we attempted to do on our own accord? That's why so much of us became statutorily employed. So the man can keep an eye on us, really, and he can continue to vet us, which wasn't a problem, because the way in which we were taught, which wasn't a problem. What we did was created a problem for ourselves by doing nothing, and receive so much. Yeah. Community centers, community projects, We receive a lot and did nothing. It's hard for some people, you know, when you say that we did nothing. Hear what happened? Is there any institutions? Those projects do not exist anymore. But what people say is that the grants were removed, and through the grants were removed, the projects fell. Not fully the truth. The grants, in some cases, maintain salaries of some individuals to those projects. The main bodies of the project was employed through statutory employment. Or statutory employees, better way to put this. The funding were for some staff, but the preservation of the premises that were being used. The management consistently did not purchase the premises. For some of them, see, it was most prudent to keep receiving and paying out some and keeping some and employing part-time staff with the rest. So, in all those projects, in all those premises, no one sought it to own any of the premises. Now, look around and see what other communities have done. In many of them, they've owned the premises. They finish up owning the premises. The premises. And others, they have used that experience to empower them, to enrich themselves, and created their own organs. Many other communities have bought land, freehold or leasehold, or have moved into listed properties and have some extensive financial programs. Not fundraisers, really, financial programs that happen 3 times a year, 3/4 of the year, without putting any strains on their people. And they're also coming from a religious angle as well, right? Their culture and religion, it goes together. So they don't have no disputes among themselves. The main disputes that them have is maybe one is Jarati, one is Punjabi, and whatever. But getting down to serious business, organizing themselves, orchestrating themselves, retaining their culture, understanding and so forth, and values for each generation, each set, they don't have no problem with doing that. We, in the meantime, we've lost all of those facilities. And rightly so, lose the employment. Because if the facility is not there, why would you be employed? To do what? Stay at home, walk up and down the street. You might well change the employment and become a community police. You see it there? You got to be right. So, a lot of those facilities we've lost. No one decided to say, well, here what happened. Let me just control a lease of this property. No, we lost them. And all those people, many of them are still here with us. And they should be the grandmasters and mistresses. But they avoid speaking. But they do not. They have selected places they go to and they still collect money and they make themselves vastly important for doing shit. Nothing. Doing nothing. And some of them are very nervous. When people like me, them hear we are chat, they're very nervous because they know that they failed. They failed us. And there's nothing that they can do about it. But they can. They can educate the young people that are here now. That's what they can do. But even that, they won't do because they won't allow us to get at them. Because they're afraid. When they're in the little circle, they feel safe because them people are scammers, you know what I mean, wanting to be important people and so forth and so forth. So them do them little foolishness. And still have the audacity not to tell them children the truth. And some of them got some marvelous positions over the years. And that's why, really, this generation is in the mess that we're in. It's us. What the Lawrence murder showed us is that we are capable. But what it also exposed is that we are also our biggest problem. It shows institutional racism, but it shows our frailties. It shows you how far apart we are. But then if you calculate the amount of money that we've been receiving for all these different projects over the years, wow. And yet still we have people want to call our projects, our front runners in North London fraudsters. And these people built institutions. Islington did not own. The building was owned by them. But then Keskides was owned by the community. Islington, after Oscar died, Islington put a church group in Oscar's position. That's one of the reasons I beat down on pastor, because they didn't want to know us. They didn't want to know the black community that was there. They didn't want to maintain the institution that was there. They came with Jesus. So that institution, that building, that institution was systematically closed because of whom they put at the helm. Nothing else. That's what happened to the institution called Keskadis. And then something happened which seemed to be an insurance move, that the building ceased. But it wasn't the building. It was the contents, our extensive library. But there's so much of this kind of lawlessness that went on. Yeah, we'll come back to that another time, because you have to slip and slide through that one day, because you know what? There's people that would readily turn around and say, you know what, that they know certain things now and come and arrest me.
Yeah. 27 Psalms, my brethren. And when you try to just keep it in your heart. Keep it in your mind.
Guidance. You see the words? Yeah.
Yeah.
Guidance. Let this one play out. God willing tomorrow.
And when you try to just keep it in your heart. Keep it in your mind. Keep it in your thoughts. The Lord is my light and my salvation, of whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? Cause when the wicked, even my enemies and my foes came up on me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. No one else shall encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. No wall shall rise up against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desire of John, that will I seek God, that I may dwell in the house of Jah all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of John, to inquire in his temple. Cause in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret places of his tabernacle shall he hide I. He shall set me up upon a rock, and now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round and about me. I will sing yea, and I will sing praises unto Jah. Hear, O Jah, when I cry with thy voice of mercy, also put me and answer me. Cause when thou saidst seek ye thy face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Jah, will I seek, God. Put not thy servant away in anger. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O Jah, of my salvation. Cause when my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord God, Jah Rastafari, will take I. He shall not suffer thy foot to be moved. Only with his eyes shall he protect and guide us day by day, night by night. Jah will guide us in every way. So people keep the faith no matter how the time gets rough. People keep the faith no matter how the time gets dread. Cause the Lord is my light and my salvation, I say. Just keep the faith and hold on. Keep the faith and keep on keeping it on. Keep the faith and keep on doing on. Keep the faith and keep on doing good, like you know you should in your neighborhood. To all the people you can, in every way you can. God the Lord is my light and my salvation. 27 Psalms I say. No war shall rise up against me, in this will I be confident. One thing wise desire of John, that will I seek, God, that I may dwell in the house of John the days of my life, to behold the beauty of John, to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me way up in his pavilion, and take me up in higher, ever higher, 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 higher. Jah shall take I in higher region, take me to the city. What What a beautiful city, where the people show a love and happiness and have it. Oh, the Lord me light in all my salvation. The Lord that I'm a telling never fear. On a wicked man we have no fear. Keep on doing on, keep on moving on, keep on living on, keep on living up and do the good you can. Keep on doing good, 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 like you know you should, as I was saying. Oh, the Lord, I don't leave it on you. Said you leave it like you love it, and you love it, and you love it, and you love it. Cause love is good and love is wonderful. Love is good and love is wonderful. Wonderful love, you know. God, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Song of David. David sing another. Sing another song of Brother David's song. Song of love and happiness. Song of love and peace. Song of love and grace. Song of love and happiness. And I will tell you still again that the Lord is my light and my salvation.
Guidance.